Alright guys, it's the next day here in Iquitos. Check it out, I'm in my dorm right now. This is what you get here in Iquitos for €7 a night, so $7.50 a night or something, so it's not too bad. But yeah, anyway guys, my plans have changed. My initial plan here in Iquitos was to get to my next destination here in the Peruvian Amazon by boat, to cross the Amazon River on a 3-day boat or something. Like, it would have been an amazing adventure, sleeping in a hammock for 3 days or 4 days. But at the moment, as it's rainy season, I've just been to the port and asked about information about the boat to my next destination here in the Amazon, my final destination in Peru. And the thing is that the boats are going, but as this rainy season and the river is unpredictable at the moment, the people at the ports at the moment can't guarantee that if I take that boat, like that ferry I should say, they cannot guarantee me that I'll arrive at my destination in 3 or 4 days. It could be 7 or 8 days. It could be 3 days, could be 8 days. And as I've got a flight booked to my next country, which I cannot miss out on, for the beginning of next week, I cannot risk missing that flight. So I'll have to stick around here in Iquitos for a bit longer than expected. Buenos dias amigos, here from the center of Iquitos. It's the next day here. Yesterday I've spent the whole day just editing, sleeping and shitting because I had the shits yesterday. Today I'm feeling a lot better, my diarrhea is gone. And yeah, today it's time to explore a very interesting and authentic part of this region of the world. This city is obviously surrounded by the Amazon rainforest, and as such, many indigenous communities are living around Iquitos, who have kept their customs over thousands of years. And today, we're about to visit some of these indigenous communities here in the Amazon basin. Vamos! And it's a pretty great day today here, guys, because we're in rainy season, obviously, and yeah, it's pretty normal. It's been raining a lot yesterday. And this is my boat driver, by the way. Hola.
Hola amigos, estamos para salir de acá de la plaza de armas para un puerto llamado Nanay, Bellavista Nanay, y ahí tomar el bote y hacer todo el recorrido visitando los lugares principales que tenemos, centros de rescate de animales, donde él va a observar los animales, los monos, las tortugas prehistóricas y las comunidades indígenas.
Oh, bueno, I couldn't have said this better. We're also going to see some animals. This is Bernardo, by the way. Bernardo? Mucho gusto. Bernabé. And this is a fellow tourist. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Yo me llamo Norma.
Norma.
Sí, y es la primera vez que vengo a Iquitos.
Para mí también.
Entonces, para...
In case you guys wonder how I've met Bernabé here, I've met him 2 days ago at the plaza that we just were. We smoked a cigarette together, and then, yeah, he just proposed me to take me around on his boat to the indigenous communities and to see the animals. And at the beginning I was like, I don't know, because I had other plans, obviously. I told you at the beginning of this video that I had other plans, but the rainy season, yeah, destroyed these plans. And now we're gonna do that. Right guys, we have arrived at the muddy port of Iquitos. Check it out. Wowzers. This is what rainy season looks like here in the Amazon. Flipping heck. It might be muddy here guys, but people are living the good life here, like this guy. Hola señor. Oh. Interesante. Good life. Buena vida. Buen día señor. This guy is living the good life, in the hammock, surrounded by mud, obviously. Wowzers. And I'm wearing white sneakers. My white travel... Oh wow, look at that guy. Yeah, I'm wearing my white travel sneakers. My white feeler. I'll probably, after this trip, when I get back to Europe, I'll probably replace them. Wowzers, check this out. But if I can give you one piece of advice, guys, if you travel, one piece of advice. Well, here it is already starting to get up the water. Check it out. What is this? Well, if I can give you guys one piece of advice, if you are thinking about traveling long term, doing a trip like this, don't bring more clothes than you need, and don't replace your shoes during your trip, unless of course if they're fucked, you know, unless of course if you can't wear them anymore. But it doesn't make sense to replace your shoes and buy new shoes during your trip. Just doesn't make sense, because your shoes are going to get dirty anyway, and as long as you can still wear them, as long as they are still, you know, usable, just don't replace them, just stick to them. I mean, look at mine, they've survived loads of things.
Claro, ya acá entramos ya a la unión del río Amazonas con el río Nanay. Y acá cuando tenemos mucha suerte podemos tener observaciones pero esperando
Oh guys, here in the middle of the Amazon River. Who knows what's underneath these waters? Crocodiles, piranhas, alligators, snakes. I wouldn't like to take a dip in there. But how amazing to be here. How amazing. I just couldn't travel through South America without checking out the Amazon. One more thing, guys, as you know, I actually hate guided tours. I hate these things, the things I'm doing right now. But as you know, as I've told you before, my plans had to change due to the circumstances. The rainy season has made me change my plans, so I had to stick around longer here in Iquitos, and of course I wanted to do this, and so the easier way to do it is by a guided tour. And so I said yes to my man here, Bernabé. Seems like a good guy. He made me a good price. I'll reveal the price of it later, because you guys surely, especially you guys in the West, always want to know how much these things cost, and I'm going to reveal the price later in the video. And the best thing is, it looks super great. It's a cloudy day here, but it is still hot. But less hot though than in the last video. A lot less humid. Check it out, guys. This right there in the middle of the Amazon is a hotel. So if you can afford that, I highly recommend it, man. Check it out. Super cool. Basically in the middle of the Amazon. Check it out, guys. Here are the indigenous people which we are about to visit, the Bora community. Interesting. They're living right here, in the middle of the Amazon. We're now about to visit the boss of the community, the jefe de la comunidad.
Este es un centro de visita donde ellos reciben a
Hola.
Mucho
gusto.
Bienvenido. Claro. Ahí les dejo con él, les voy a explicar un poquito.
Right, this guys is like a house of culture here, where people are gathering, dancing, and also to welcome guests to the village. And this, as far as I've understood, él es el jefe. This is the boss of the village. The chief of the clan.
¿De qué se trata? Y que acá me quiquio, amo me pati, me ite me nawe pa me rei, pa me reme, me guasi pa me te.
I'm now about to get welcomed into the clan officially.
¿Qué va a hacer, Rabi?
are now officially welcomed into the Bora clan. Check it out, guys. Joe checks into the Bora clan. And they've preserved their customs and their language here, deep in the Amazon, which is pretty amazing. And of course today, obviously they're living off tourism mostly, because they don't get anything from the government, and they've got an agreement with the government that they can welcome tourists and stuff, like I am just now. But you can't come here on your own though. You can't come here on your own, you can only come here with a guide. So right guys, the leader of the clan, the boss, the jefe, has basically told me that 300 people are part of this tribe, the Bora tribe. 300 people live here, and in rainy season, like the water gets up as high as that house over there. So just like the floating barrier where we were last time, people here are doing everything by boat. Everything here is flooded in the rainy season basically. And then during that rainy season they'll have to build up another floor in that house so that they can dance and do their reunions and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of the people live here, and all of them have the Peruvian nationality, all of these 300 people that are part of this clan, but they are not supported at all by the Peruvian government, which is pretty sad. It's pretty amazing though that people, these indigenous people here, have kept their customs over thousands of years. But it's also pretty sad that they have to live, you know, in this trash, surrounded by this trash, because obviously, yeah, they live in the mercy of the Amazon, and this right here is how the Amazon, at the bottom of our rivers, and also the bottom of the Amazon looks. Adios! Goodbye, Bora tribe. Well, goodbye for now. I'm actually a member forever. I'm a warrior now of the Bora clan. These people are actually really suffering from the pollution of the rivers. I mean, us in the West live in, or not only in the West, but anywhere people watching this video live in an apartment in some city, anywhere in the world, obviously cannot really imagine people really suffering from the pollution of the rivers, but these people here do. They live in the trash, you know. I mean, they are living in alongside plastic bottles and trash, and it's pretty sad when you think about it. Guys, check it out. Have you ever seen a piranha from that close? Check it out. Wow. Mira sus dentes. Look at his teeth. Shh. Wowzers. Imagine being bitten by that beast. Wow. Yo no creo que son tan grandes los
Hay más
piranhas.
grandes, hay más grandes.
Wow, and
Son
they're
los
even
pequeños.
taller ones. They're even taller ones. Wow, that's a small piranha. A baby piranha. That's the reason why you would never get me swimming into these waters. Wowzers. Right guys, next stop on this Amazon exploration is a zoo. So, we're now going to see some animals which you can only find here in these parts of the world. So right guys, another example of how high the water gets here during the rainy season. Check it out, the water gets up here. This is why we're walking that high up. Everything is built in altitude here, in high altitude, because yeah, the water really gets up to this point. Pretty amazing. Okay. So this guys is a boa in an animal rescue center we are finding ourselves in. This is a boa, guys. Look how gigantic they are. So this basically, guys, is an animal rescue center, and this young guy has just asked me not to publish any pictures and stuff of the animals. So we've got some turtles, some gigantic turtles here. I don't like these animals. Wow, guys, we've got an anaconda here. Wow, muy interesante.
Las anacondas, su hábitat natural pasa de 20 metros para 100 en cautiverio, ya medir de 12 a 15 metros.
Wow, 20 meters long, guys, check it out. Oh, flipping snakes. I don't like snakes. I don't like human snakes, and I don't like these snakes either. Son ratos, ¿no?
Bueno, acá tenemos los famosos años de negro, que son primos o familiares de la rata. Estos son roedores, son rata del campo, y dicen que son cruzados rata con cuy. ¿Por qué? Porque se parece a la rata.
This is something which my cats back in Luxembourg really like to eat. I like to bring one of these guys home to my country and just make my cat eat it. It would be a nice gift for my cat. Now we've left the snakes and the rats behind, and now we are seeing the best animal of them all. Check it out. Wowzers, how beautiful. Wowzers. These giant cats. They aren't tigers, but they are giant cats basically. Smaller than leopards. Beautiful animals. Those are the animals I love. Rats and snakes, I don't care about these animals. They can be caged up, I don't care about them. But these animals, I feel for them. I love cats. All cats, all kind of cats. Look at these guys. Check him out. You want to say something to the camera? Want to say something to the camera?
Qué guapo, mira, qué lindo. Es el único que me llamó la atención, creo que todos los animales.
They might have ugly tails, but they're cute. Check it out. And the anacondas, by the way, our dude here, forced upon guides, just explained to us that the anacondas are actually eating these chickens down there. I don't know if my camera picks them up, but these live chickens here, they feed them, because the anacondas only eat live animals and humans obviously, so yeah, they feed them with these live chickens. Poor chickens. Right guys, check it out. These are the world famous sloths, which you can find around here in the Amazon. Check it out, guys. See? Lo voy también tener uno. Look how cute they are. The cute sloths, guys. Have you ever seen a sloth from that close? Hola. And these guys literally do nothing apart from hanging around the whole day and eating. This is what our forced upon guides has just explained. But yeah, never seen any one of these from up close. Whoa, it's close. Are pretty. Hard, I have to say, but how cute are they? Oh wow. Que cariñoso. Yo quiero comprar. Y tragar en mi país. Creo que él quiere regresar.
Quiere regresar.
Sí, aquí amigo, aquí. How cute these guys are. Man,
De todas
never seen
maneras,
anything like that
vamos
from
a
up
hacer
close.
nuestro recorrido. Bueno, si le gusta ahora es por su visita. Bueno,
And this is basically the activity of the sloths, called lazy animals in basically any other language than English. So this is what these guys are doing, the daily activities, eating and hanging around. I mean, what every other human being on this planet, probably the apes that come the closest to the human character, you know. I mean, every human being would also, if he had the chance, just hang around and eat. Who doesn't love that? The life of a sloth. Of a sloth. Right guys, I've just had lunch here with my little group, my guides and the other girl, the Canadian Peruvian lady. And it was a very interesting place, check it out. A floating restaurant here. Check this place out. Now in rainy season, this restaurant, quite interestingly, is floating on the river. So, do I recommend the tour? Más o menos, more or less. It cost me $20. Tips not included. I also gave a tip to the indigenous boss for welcoming me into the clan, and also because I feel for these people. They don't get any support whatsoever from the Peruvian government. So I gave a tip to these guys. And yeah, tips obviously not included, food not included. So, gracias. Do I recommend the tour? I do, it's interesting, but negotiate, because at the beginning he wanted to sell the tour to me for $30 and I got it down the price to 20. So yeah, as always these tools are not that cheap, not as cheap as you expect them to be, and that's why I don't like them. I actually don't like guided tours. I get bored real quickly and I hate being guided around and being explained things by a guy. I don't like it, but this is very difficult to do on your own, and as I had more time here than expected, as I've told you before, I did it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, causas. Good morning guys from Pucallpa. The last stop here in the Peruvian Amazon and in Peru. The last stop of Peru part 2. Now, this city here is on the banks of the Ucayali River, which is the biggest head stream of the giant Amazon River. And the Ucayali River starts down in the south of Peru on the Peruvian-Bolivian border at Lake Titicaca and goes all the way up to Nauta, where it flows into the Amazon River. Nauta is a city in between Iquitos, where we just come from, and Pucallpa. And Pucallpa, with a population of 200,000 people, of over 200,000 people, is the 10th largest city of Peru in terms of population and the second largest of the Peruvian Amazon, after of course Iquitos. And it's my first and final day here. Tomorrow I'll be heading to the next country. And yes, there's not too much to do here. And of course, you know that my plans here had to change due to the rainy season. And I actually wanted to come here from Iquitos by boat and spend 3 to 4 nights on a boat crossing the Amazon and sleeping on a hammock. But yeah, didn't pan out that way, and so I've had to come here because I've booked a flight from here back to Lima and then on towards my next country. So I had to come here, fly into here and spend the day here. 2 nights actually. So let's check out Pucallpa. Lovely, quiet Pucallpa. Vamos. More tuk-tuks than cars here. That's just the Peruvian Amazon. But the major difference between Iquitos and Pucallpa here is that Pucallpa is a lot more quiet, a lot more laid back, a lot less hectic, and also, sorry Iquitos to say this, a lot less smelly. And yeah, less pollution here I guess than up in Iquitos. Is also less isolated from the rest of the country. You can actually reach Pucallpa by road. You can get to Pucallpa by bus, ferry and flights, so yeah, a lot less isolated than Iquitos. So I reckon that makes a difference. But yeah, it's very quiet here, and I didn't really plan to spend much time here. But yeah, it's a good place to finish the video and to finish Peru Part 2, to finish this series. This city here also has loads of casinos. You can see one of them here, in this old rusty building. Oh, wasn't a shot, guys, don't worry. Pucallpa is also renowned to be one of the safest cities in Peru, and I believe that. I really believe it. Whoa, bomba, bomba. Those are the malandros of Pucallpa. Luxemburgo, Europa. I reckon these guys probably don't know what Luxembourg is. But yeah, who cares? But what I truly love about Peru, and especially this region of Peru, the eastern Amazon region of Peru, is that here it is so cheap, and in all of Peru the food is just the best. I know that my Mexican subscribers won't like it when I say that, but Peruvian food and Mexican food is between, for me personally, it's between these two to be named the best food in Latin America. In South America, Peru is definitely has the best cuisine. I mean, the food here is delicious, and the best thing is that wherever you are in Peru, whether you're in Lima or Cusco or here in the jungle, here in Iquitos or Pucallpa, you can literally eat out for lunch or for dinner for under $3. By the way, guys, I just had lunch for 1.75 euros for 7 soles. I'll show it to you now. Jungle food, Amazonian food, by the way, is lit and cheap. Got myself a chicken soup and some fried chicken with noodles and a bit of a salad. This is a typical Amazonian meal. I've forgotten the name of it, but yeah, check it out. And you know what this menu is costing me, this lunch menu? A whopping 7 soles. 7 soles, that's €1.75, under $2. So, I'll tug into that and I'll see you guys later. Well, yes, every Latin American country I've visited so far is the best in something. And when it comes to food and cuisine and cheap food, getting cheap meals, delicious meals, I mean, Peru is just number one. Has to be said. The people, though, are lovely. I love Peruvians as much as I love Mexicans, Colombians and Argentinians. But the people here, has to be said, are a lot less hyped up and a lot calmer, a lot more shy than the rest of the Latinos. Right, guys, this is it. This is the Ucayali River. I don't know if I've said it correctly before, but yeah, this is the Ucayali River, the biggest headstream of the Amazon. And this is the second biggest port, the second most important port of the Peruvian Amazon, after of course Iquitos. And this is where I was supposed to arrive if my plans, which I figured out in my head, had gone to plan. If I wouldn't have been stopped by the predictions of the people, of the boat drivers that told me that it would take like 8 days instead of 3 days to get from here to Iquitos. And by the way, guys, from this port you can get, as you can see, from Pucallpa to Iquitos. Takes you between 3 and 8 days, apparently. At the moment, rather 7 days, they say, like 8 to 9 days even. You can also get to Brazil, which is not far away from here. Then you can also get up to Leticia, to Colombia. And yeah, the second largest port of the Peruvian Amazon. Right guys, I think this is actually the perfect spot to end this video. What? Marihuana, no gracias. ¿Tú tienes? ¿Tú tienes? Ah, es tu barco. Pero no quiero, gracias. So guys, if you are looking for ganja here in Pucallpa, ask this man, he's going to take you to his boat. Right guys, you see Mexicans out there in the comments telling me that I'm not a gringo. He's just called me a gringo. What do you say about that? Well yes, anyway guys, I reckon that this port here on the banks of the Ucayali River, I just forget the name all the time, is the perfect place to end this video and the Peru Part 2 series. It was my plan all along to come here on my final day in Peru before heading to the next country, to arrive here and yeah, maybe make it the end of the video, probably, because in the city of Pucallpa there ain't too much to do. And yeah guys, it's a lovely place, a quiet place, perfect place to just lay down and chill. It's a safe city, one of the safest cities, I reckon one of the safest cities I've been to. Super calm, also at night. And yeah, those are the famous boats in which you can sleep in, spend days inside. Would have been an amazing adventure, but yeah, maybe next time then. Probably I'll be back in Peru again. Not in the near future, not on this trip, but I'll be back for sure. Because, as I've said before, Peru is a great place. I mean, I came back here mainly because I had unfinished business here, but also because I loved it here. I loved it in every Latin American country. I love Colombia just as much as I love Mexico, and I also love Argentina. And here in Peru I just spent the first time, I just didn't spend enough time here, so I decided to come back straight away for another few days, and one of the best decisions I've taken. Peru is a place you should come to in your life. Cheap foods, delicious foods, lovely people, and yeah, diverse. They've got 3 very diverse regions, and we've seen all 3 of them. We've touched the surface of 3 of Peru's very diverse regions. The coast, the mountains, we've been to Cusco and Ayacucho, remember. Been to Lima on the coast, obviously. And now, on this adventure, we've been to the Amazon, to the jungle. And it's been a whole adventure here in the jungle, super sweaty, many mosquitoes, but worth checking out. I reckon when you come to Peru, guys, and can't decide where to go, you should definitely put the Amazon on your map. So guys, I'll see you when I see you in the next country. I'll let you guys guess in the comments where it'll be. Where do you think I'm heading next? Where do you think we are heading next? I'll give you a clue. We've spoken enough Spanish in the past few months and weeks. It's time for another language. You might be able to guess now where I'll be heading next. I'll see you guys. Hasta luego. Amigos, causas, carnales, parceros, whatever. Adios.
Como yo estoy cuarto Gandhi, tengo una noche a Medellín y te estaba a ver si